Hey, what is going on everyone? This is iReviews back with another video, and today we're talking about 10 things that can actually ruin your iPhone. Now, when we're talking about ruining the iPhone, it's not meant just like physically damaging it, even though in some cases you can actually physically damage your iPhone, but just like in general ruin your iPhone's experience, ruin the hardware of your iPhone, and of course battery life, performance, and all that stuff. So in this video I will show you guys 10 things that you should take care of in order not to ruin your new iPhone. So here are 10 things that can actually ruin your iPhone. The first thing we're talking about is the screen of the iPhone. Now, of course, you will have your iPhone on your hand most of the day, and the screen gets dirty a lot. Of course, like dust and fingerprints and all that stuff. So you want to clean the screen of your iPhone. Be careful what you use to clean the screen of your iPhone. Now, some people even might use like household products, like products that you use to maybe clean your windows in your house or something like that, to clean the screen of the iPhone. That's really not what you should do. Those chemicals can actually damage the screen of your iPhone. They will eat away the coating on the panel of the screen of your iPhone, and that is really damaging to any screen, not just smartphones, even your computer, your laptop. Don't ever clean the screen of your iPhone with any chemicals that you use on your house to clean something else. But what you should do is just like use like this kind of like microfiber cloth to clean the screen of your iPhone. This is the best way to do it, and of course is very effective on cleaning the screen of the iPhone. Now, something that a lot of people do with their iPhones is take them when they are taking showers and just leave them on the bathroom somewhere. Maybe you're playing music or doing just something, hearing something like a podcast or something while taking a shower. I know the newer iPhones are like waterproof, but steam that gets out of the shower is very damaging for the iPhones. So you will have, of course, all the ports and all the things right here on your iPhone. You have the SIM tray right here, and of course the speakers and everything. Of course, the newer iPhones, as I said, are water resistant, but steam is very harmful for your iPhone. So maybe if you do it like once or twice, that shouldn't be a problem. But if you just like frequently use your iPhone while taking a shower, leave it somewhere near the shower, it can actually damage your iPhone. So make sure you don't keep your iPhone near the shower while showering. Now, of course, there is water damage always. Water damage is a big problem for electronics, especially for phones, because you might drop it somewhere. Now, the newer iPhones from the iPhone 7 and up are water resistant. So even if you like take this iPhone and put it underwater, it won't actually do anything to it. That's of course based on how long you leave it there and how much pressure there is. But you should always be careful because you have like different things that might go wrong. So for example, let's say you change like the SIM card here and you don't like put this actually in place how it should be. The water might get in from here. So you should always be careful with water around your smartphone. And if you have like an iPhone that is older than the iPhone 7, so 6S and lower, you should be very careful because those phones are not waterproof and they can actually be damaged with water. So only iPhone 7 and up are waterproof. So if you have an older iPhone, make sure you don't get it near the water. Now, when buying a new iPhone, of course, a huge factor on your decision which phone to buy is the battery life of the iPhone. We all want to have better battery life, of course, on the iPhones. But what can actually damage battery life really a ton is cables and chargers. So always make sure with your phone you use like Apple chargers and Apple cables or certified cables and chargers. So here I have this one, like it's not from Apple, but it's certified and you're good to go. So you should always use just like certified Apple products, and in no case use cables that are damaged. So of course cables will damage over time. They usually damage here at this place. So if you have a cable that is damaged, make sure you replace that and don't use it, because not it will just damage the battery of your iPhone. It could even like cause bigger problems, like it can like make the battery maybe explode or just spark or somewhere, something like that. So if you have a charger, a cable that is damaged, make sure you always replace it. And of course, a huge factor when it comes to damaging the battery of the iPhone is weather. If you use your iPhone when it's too cold or too hot, that can really damage the battery of your iPhone. You might have noticed that if you use your iPhone on like extreme hot like weather, you will see that there will show like a sign here that says that you cannot use your iPhone and it has to cool down before you can use it. So if you leave it somewhere in the sun or somewhere where it's really hot, you will like get a notification here that won't let you use your iPhone until it gets colder. Same with cold weather, it will just drain out the battery of the iPhone, and of course it can really damage it. So be careful when using your iPhone, don't expose it to extreme weather conditions. Now, something that can really impact the experience on your iPhone is bad coded apps. Now, of course, on the App Store there are like millions of apps and you can get like a ton of apps that do the same thing. But if you get an app that's like overheating your iPhone and consuming a ton of battery, that will be really bad for the battery of your iPhone, of course, for the performance and your experience using your iPhone. So what you should do is just go ahead, like if you feel like that's happening, go ahead, go to settings, go to battery, and here we'll have a list of your apps, and it will also show you which apps have used the battery the most, like on the last like 24 hours, I believe it's, and also the last 10 days. So go ahead and check out the list of the apps. If you see an app there that you're using, but it's consuming a ton of battery, like not normal like an app should, go ahead and delete that app, because in most cases that's a poorly coded app which will just drain out the battery of your iPhone and of course overheat your iPhone. And you can always find different alternatives for any app on the App Store. And something that can be really harmful for your iPhone, for your data that you have on your iPhone, is app permissions. So make sure you check out what permissions you're giving to what app. You will always want to know which app can access what on your device. So when you install an app, I know sometimes we just go through the setup real quick and we allow those apps to access like maybe things that we don't want to. So what you gotta do is go to settings, go to privacy, and right here you will have a list of things like, for example, photos or Bluetooth or the microphone of your iPhone. Go ahead, go to one of these sections, and you will see right here a list of all the apps that actually have access to that segment of your device. So here I have a list of apps that actually have access to the microphone of my device, and these apps can actually hear through the microphone of my device. So what I can do here is just go ahead and just disable any one of these. So if I don't want any of these apps to have access to my microphone, just disable them from here, and you can do the same with all like the different stuff like photos or your location service, of course, your camera. Everything can be disabled or even enabled from here. Another really bad thing that you can do is not charging your iPhone if you're not using it. So if you have like an extra iPhone and you don't need it for some time, you just leave it somewhere on a drawer or somewhere, you don't charge it at all, that can basically destroy the battery of that phone. So according even to Apple, what you should do is always make sure that you leave those phones charged at like 50-60%. So always make sure, even if you're not using an iPhone, always make sure that there's battery on it. Don't let it just die down on the battery. Make sure that it's always charged. Try to keep it at around 50-60%. Another really important thing is the way we charge our iPhones. Now, according to Apple, like the sweet spot is between 20 and 80%. So you should not leave your iPhone drop down on battery less than 20. And when you charge it, the best way is to charge it up to 80%. That's what also optimized battery charging does. It will only charge your iPhone at 80%, and then just when you need it, it will also charge the extra 20% and get it to 100%. So if you don't care like about just taking care of the iPhone and don't let it drop until 20% and then charge it only to 80%, you can also enable optimized battery charging, and it will do that automatically for you. Of course, it will learn how you use your iPhone and then charge it that way, but always make sure that you don't let the battery drop down to 20, near the 20%. So at around 20, 25, 26%, make sure you go ahead and plug it in to charge. And last but not least is never turning off your iPhone. Now, I have read an article, and according to like a story, when an Apple genius told someone that they should actually turn off the iPhone because leaving it on all the time will stress out the battery of the iPhone. So if you don't need to use it, maybe at nighttime, go ahead and turn it off completely. So just volume up, volume down, press the side button here, and just go ahead and slide to power up. When you don't need it, make sure you turn it off completely, not just leave it there on sleep. So that is it for this video, guys. These are 10 things that can actually ruin your iPhone. Of course, when I'm talking about ruining, not just like physically ruin your iPhone, but of course damaging different parts of the iPhones, as well as ruining your experience, performance, battery life, and basically overall your experience using your iPhone. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more, and I'll see you on the next one.